So Kelly, what's your stance on solar panels here in the DMV?
I'm not a fan of them. Not a fan.
All right, not a fan of. Give us some background on that.
I've had both buyer and seller clients who basically it wasn't a good idea. So for sellers, most buyers, especially in this market, are asking for the seller to pay off the solar panel
Right.
bill. And that's tens of thousands of dollars. I've seen anywhere from 30 on the low end all the way up to 100,000, but generally around 60,000.
And so buyers are saying that we're not taking that debt on. And so what happens to the deal? It either dies or
It
what?
either dies, well, in every example, the seller paid it off.
Wow.
And so that eats away 60,000 off of their equity is a lot of money. And for a buyer purchasing it, they don't want to assume someone else's debt. So they're very likely to walk away or the house is sitting and sitting and sitting. I had a buyer recently purchase one. House had been sitting, beautiful house. No one would touch it. It was due to the solar panels. And I was able to convey that to the other realtor, and they paid, in that case, that was the $30,000 one.
All right. So in the case, in the mind of the seller's thinking, okay, I'm gonna get solar panels. I'm gonna reduce my energy bill, and it's gonna improve the value of my house because I have green energy and it's energy efficient.
Don't get me wrong, being green is wonderful, saving the environment. I'm all about that. But there are some programs that people need to investigate because the next slick salesman who's looking for a commission check will tell them, oh, yeah, this is a great idea. This is going to make people want your house. It just isn't true. Washington, D.C., for example, has some excellent programs. I had a homeowner who got a free roof and free solar panels, and she was able to sell that at a premium. Her house may have been worth one thing. She got a little bit more because she had the new roof and solar panels that were paid off.
Right. So there's programs out there that combine the panels, solar panels with a free roof. And then if you're just buying direct from the solar panel company without one of these programs, you could be taking on a big liability and cut into the equity of your home or make it not be in a position where you actually can't sell it.
Yes, and unless you're planning on being in that house for the duration, meaning you're going to pay off the solar panel bill and can convey a property with no debt, then it is a benefit. But buyers may want the electrical savings, but they also don't want the burden of a solar panel or solar panels sitting on their roof, which can also cause additional damage. We were showing homes in Silver Spring and we saw tarps over someone's solar panels because it was leaking in and causing damage inside the house.
So what do we do to help sellers not fall for this or make this mistake? What do they have to understand to put themselves to make the right decision regarding solar panels?
They have to understand, and we just talked to a couple this weekend. The husband was against it, and we
Right.
finally talked the wife down. And turns out they want to sell their house. They would have been in a situation where $60,000, that was how much it was, of their profit would have gone towards paying off solar panels for the new buyers. So it's a personal choice for you to get solar panels, but understand every buyer, it doesn't make the house more desirable.
Got it. So sellers need to understand if they choose to go with solar panels, they need to be in there long enough to either pay it off or they have enough money to pay it off. So if they have to sell short term, they can handle that hit.
Yes, and I don't know about you, but I don't want to pay for solar panels, the rental, the time that I'm there, and then pay it off another $50,000, $60,000 out of my equity that I could be using to either fund my next home or put in my pocket.
But that's our spin on solar panels. Hopefully it helps. At the end of the day, you really need to think about it. Investigate any programs out there that can combine a free roof with free solar panels. But otherwise, understand you may want to go green and have solar panels, but you got to be willing to handle what comes along with it.
And just like everything else, it's good to weigh the pros and cons. If that's going to be your forever home and you're comfortable with getting the solar panels, then by all means do it. But most of us It's not a good investment.
There you have it, the real straight story behind solar panels here in the DMV.
If you have questions about what improvements you should or shouldn't make to maximize your value when you do get ready to sell, reach out. We'd be happy to help.